What?
Goch.
Goch.
There we go.
Brilliant. Me. I'm basically fluent in Welsh now, honestly. Lived here for 3 years and I'm fluent.
Brilliant.
Hi, I'm Holly and welcome to Help, I'm Going to Uni by Cardiff Met, where each episode I'll be talking to a real-life uni student about their university experience. Today I'm joined by second-year professional policing student Ben. Hi, Ben.
Hi, are you okay?
Lovely to meet you, yes, all good. Okay, so let's get straight into it. Were you nervous before you came to uni? How are you feeling?
Well, I got to be honest with you, Holly. When I always wanted to go to higher education ever since I did my A-levels.
Yeah.
And, of course, when I applied on UCAS for Cardiff Metropolitan, as it was my first choice. God, it was all thoughts going through my head. What if I don't get accepted?
Yeah, it's scary.
What if I don't meet any friends or anything like that? And of course, I felt nervous because just in case, moving away on your own, especially being independent, especially in Cardiff, it's a big city. It was nerve-wracking. But when I first came here, I met so many people and it just came second
just
nature.
Clicks into space, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
No, I remember I was so nervous before I came to uni, and I'm from Cornwall, so I moved 4 hours away, and I was like, oh my god, this is scary.
Well, absolutely. Because I'm from Llanelli, and even though that's an hour and a half away, and even though when people say that's a short journey, don't get me wrong, yes it is, but
it's still you're moving to a new place,
no,
and
exactly,
you're moving away from home. Yeah.
God, I think the last time I lived in Cardiff, I say lived when I first came here when I was around 10. And then I came back then when I was 20. So all those years, not being to Cardiff, so much has changed. And when I first came here, I was like, only small part of Cardiff I really knew. The rest was just new to me.
Yeah.
And especially staying in halls. That was
Did you live on Kincoid campus?
Yes, I did.
How did you find that? Did you enjoy that?
I loved it because it was a freshers week it was.
Yeah.
And that's when everyone gets together and get to know each other's backgrounds and have fun and go partying. I kid you not, first time I got there, the first night we went out partying straight away. And it was fun. I loved it. And I'm thinking, Jesus, this is not what I thought it was going to be. Because if you picture university, you just think that you're on your own and you're just studying books.
Really?
Turn
I was picturing let's get drunk.
Oh, well, apart from that.
But no, I know what you mean.
Yeah, exactly. Because there was two thoughts and I was thinking,
oh,
geez, I'd be like a dictionary after I finish.
That's funny. But yeah, so you were feeling a bit nervous. But did you say once you moved in, you felt calm, settled down? Yeah.
Absolutely. And I felt a bit of independent then because majority of students were still live with their parents, and some live independent. So the ones who live independent and second nature to them, but the ones who are living with their parents and moving away on their own, it can be nerve-wracking.
No, definitely.
Where you have to feed for yourself, budget your money to afford rent, and your courses as well. And that's what I did.
Yeah.
And ever since I got my first year overdone with, I was like, oh, I definitely could do this again. 100%.
No, I get you.
It's like a skill, isn't it? How to budget money and how to...
Yeah, because that's the thing. I feel like when people are moving to uni, they quite often just think about the actual university course and think about literally just the learning and the course like that. But it's there is so much outside of that, learning how to budget, learning how to cook, living by yourself, meeting people.
Well, absolutely, because, don't get me wrong, food in Cardiff can be quite expensive, and that's when you learn how to budget money.
Yeah.
And that's when people go to, Aldi, Lidl.
Yeah, catch me in Lidl every week.
Oh, absolutely same here. I'm like, I do love the meal deals there, I'm not going to lie to you.
Really? A meal deal from Lidl?
Yeah.
I've never had a meal deal from Lidl.
Oh, it's lush. Really? Cheap as well.
I was going to say dream. I'm all about Lidl bakery myself.
Oh, don't even. I love it.
I'm getting hungry now. I'm starving. But yeah, so how did you feel making friends-wise? Did you say it was easy to make friends? Were you nervous about it?
Well, considering that I am, obviously, as you can tell, I'm confident. And the way I like to get my way across, it was easy for me. Because,
no, I can imagine.
It was absolutely easy. Because I kid you not, Holly, I would talk to anyone.
Yeah.
As you can imagine.
I've known you for 10 minutes and I'm enjoying this energy. It's good.
No, but I would talk to anyone. And the thing I approach different people, or whatever strangers, I like to get to know who they are and what they represent, not who I think.
Yeah, I feel that's important because I feel sometimes, especially coming to uni, you can have a lot of preconceptions about people and things like that. I feel you need to just go in and be open-minded, chat to people.
And ever since I did that, I absolutely loved it. And obviously then we were going out, people messaged me and so forth, and I was like, less than 24 hours and I made friends like that.
Yeah.
And that's a goal for me, really. And that's when, obviously, I got a nickname from them then, Benji. Even though that's a dog's name, but I absolutely love it.
Yeah, I feel like Benji is quite a dog's name. That's cute.
I know.
Yeah.
I love it. Absolutely.
I love nicknames. One thing I do, and I feel like I've done this since coming to uni. I don't know. I feel like it's a Welsh thing I've noticed that I've picked up on and really rolled with, is that if your name is longer than like one syllable, I would give you a one syllable nickname. Like I do it with all my friends. Like,
well, absolutely. It's like
they're all one syllable.
Well, considering my name is obviously Benjamin, that's when people call me if I did something wrong.
You're like, you're in trouble as long as you're Benjamin.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I have people just call me Ben or Benji.
Yeah.
And I can't be honest, I actually like the word Benji.
Yeah.
Benji boy. And I absolutely love it. And I'm like, yeah, why not? And I just respond,
like that. I love a nickname. I feel like it's a good way to make friends as well. Like when like you give that your friends give you a nickname, you're like, oh, like we're friends.
Exactly. I'm like, oh, okay.
You're like, oh, they like me. Yeah.
I'm like, yes, why not? And that's when I got my comfort zone.
Yeah.
And then that's when I decided, because obviously, don't get me wrong, studying is obviously a goal to get first class, what have you.
Yeah.
But I like to work smart and obviously not harder.
I can relate.
And then, exactly.
I work smarter, not harder. That's advice.
No, exactly. Part of uni, you're allowed to have a social life, don't get me wrong, because if you just come to uni to study every time, that's going to be boring.
Yeah,
I'm
literally,
not gonna and that's what I did. And that's when I decided, do you know what? Let's do more activities.
Yeah.
And that's when I applied for a student ambassador. And when I read the information, I was like, oh, perfect fit for me.
Yeah.
And obviously, when I first started my shift, as a student ambassador, I was out there talking to,
no, I can imagine.
People, I was, and I loved it, absolutely.
Yeah, no, I love being a student ambassador. It's a good, I feel like it's a good way as well, because like it's so flexible. It's like a part-time job that you can fit around your studies and stuff. It's good money as well.
Oh, it is. I love it,
Yeah.
Definitely be money for that one. I love it.
Yeah.
But like, considering I've had so many skills before coming to university, whether that's management, whether that's obviously leading a team.
Yeah.
Because I was in, part of the army cadets and / reserves.
Right. Oh, really?
I was, yes.
Interesting.
So I was obviously disciplined since then. So I was teaching, teenagers how to be, how to survive then, as we call it, and how to, cook food for themselves and so forth. And obviously march and so forth. And that's what my, daily life was.
Yeah.
And ever since I obviously left, I went to uni, that was when all those skills I've obviously been taught over the years.
Yeah.
Came into play.
Came to play. No, I like that. Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like I said earlier, like outside, even just outside of your studying, like the skills that you have, either that you've had before you came to uni that you then use at uni, or that you learn at uni, are so valuable to like just life experience in general.
Well, absolutely. Just don't get me wrong. Obviously, yes, you may have skills come to university, but then you learn more. Yeah. Because the way I see it, every day is obviously
every day's a learning day.
Exactly.
I love saying that. I think it's funny and true.
It is true, because it's like some things that I, like I said, think I know.
Yeah.
I absolutely have no clue. And when I learn it, I'm like, oh, okay, I'll take that then. Because obviously after you finish uni, you are back, obviously, independent again. Yeah. And that's when you come to employability, and that all the skills you learn over your 3 years of undergrad will come into play. Or if you fancy going on to further studies, whether that's masters, where I seek myself going to, because my goal is to obviously potentially be on a PhD. Yeah. So yes, that's all years of studying. But if you think of it, all those years of studying will come into play, and obviously get yourself in a good job.
No, definitely.
And I know there's obviously an argument on the other side saying, yes, it's all well and good studying all those years, but getting a job can be a problem.
Don't listen to the haters.
I know, haters, right?
Like, don't listen to them. Right, okay, I'm going to move on to some quick fire questions now for you. What's the one thing you wish you knew before starting uni?
Oh, God, money.
It's a learning curve.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sweet or savoury?
Sweet.
Ooh, I'm savoury.
That face.
Yeah, I was like, oh, and then I was like, oh no, you said sweet. What's a hobby you've always wanted to pick up?
Oh, well, I see as a hobby, and I hope you can disagree with me, I like rounders. I don't know why.
Rounders?
Yeah.
Fair. I always loved rounders at school. I feel like you see people in the park playing rounders, and I'm like,
I love it.
Here.
Well, that's all I could do is hit the bat and the ball and run. That's all I could do. Let alone aim where the ball's going. I just swing for the base and leg it.
Yeah, that's my method for rounders. Well, I'm not a sporty girl. I can't lie. Singing or dancing?
Ooh, a bit of both.
Fair. Early bird or night owl?
Oh Jesus, that's a bit of both again. Genuine.
I'm neither. I'm a sleepy girl. What's your top tip for a new Cardiff Met student?
Make sure that you get everything organised before you come here. Whether that's, you know, laptops, everything. Because when I first came here, I thought I had everything. I didn't. And it was like, I thought I had all my clothes. I didn't. I was missing at least, but you know, I thought, oh, I got loads of boxes now, I'm fine. I bought 6 pairs. I have to go and buy new ones. So yeah, make sure you be organised and well prepared.
Yeah, that's smart. That is good advice. What's a film that you can watch over and over again?
Oh my God, Mrs. Doubtfire.
Really?
Genuine, yes.
I've literally never seen it.
No,
I know.
You are joking. Robin Williams.
I know.
Hello, dear. You know. Oh.
I know. I'm the worst with watching things. Like, ask any of my friends. Like, they're always like, oh, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I know what it is, but I've not seen it.
The fact that he's like, help is on the way, dear. Help is on the way. No? Gee, okay, wow. Watch it. You should watch it. It'll be fun.
I'll add it to the list. So, your cooking accommodation, what's your go-to dish?
Ooh, bolognese.
Bolognese, a staple. If you could travel anywhere in the world right now, where would you go?
Dubai.
Dubai?
Yeah, Dubai.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, me and my friends have been discussing that recently. And that is probably on the bottom of my list of places I'd want to go. Yeah.
When I saw my mates going to Dubai, of course, they're rich.
Yeah, I was going to say.
And I saw them with like Gucci, Louis Vuitton, and I was well jealous. I was like, oh.
Really?
And the water's clear blue.
Oh, no.
I'm like, oh.
Want clear blue waters? Get to Cornwall, mate.
Come on.
Honestly, for real.
Or tropical islands. I would love to go there.
I want to go to Fiji.
Ooh. Yeah. I add that to my bucket list now.
Yeah. Okay. What would you buy with your last £10?
Food.
That's what I said when I asked someone this before. I was like, probably food, like, if I'm hungry.
Genuine.
Like, what can I get for £10? I could order a burrito from Tortilla. It's like £9.60.
Exactly.
40p spare. Get some sweets from the shop or something. Yeah, no, I'd go food. If you could relive any age of your life, what would it be and why?
Ooh. I would say 13. And obviously...
Really?
And obviously the reason why, because obviously... life was much easier back then. I'm not going to lie to you. When people say, "Oh, when you go older, you have to live, obviously do this, do that," I'm like, no, not really. I'm not 18 or whatever yet. And of course, I had obviously so many people know me back then, and funny enough, so many people know me now. I don't know how bad or good, mind you, but when I was 13, of course, I was living life.
Yeah.
I was going out every time.
Live, laugh, loving.
Exactly, and. Obviously, I knew so many people then, and obviously then we all drift off then, and that's like...
Yeah, I feel like 13's a good whotome age. Yeah.
And I wish I could ever go back. But of course, I'm 22 now. I'm getting old, but...
Getting old. Brother, be for real. Right, dogs or cats?
Dogs.
No. If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Oh, gee, cow. Cow.
Really? Oh, I know what that is. My friend Tristan always eats that.
Yeah.
He's got an obsession with it. Yeah. Okay, I'm about to start. Amazing. Right, so why did you decide to go to uni?
The reason why I obviously come to university is to further my education, and it's absolutely mandatory now that some jobs do require a degree.
Degree, yeah. What made you choose policing? I find that really intriguing.
So when I did my A-levels in Cardiff Met, from my hometown, I always had this massive obsession with law, psychology, and criminology.
Right, interesting.
So obviously those 3 fields are my expertise, and I decided to. Join the Metropolitan police then. And don't get me wrong, many people and students do join the police afterwards, and some don't. That is natural. And I got to be honest, the way I look at it now, yes, that's a massive advantage. But like, I prefer staying in academia.
Yeah.
And for me, then obviously, maybe becoming a professor even.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Because obviously, and teach students of the law and psychology and criminology side of things. Because obviously, the years have gone quicker, things changes, and the law will always change. Certain laws do change, and some don't.
Yeah.
And that's what always been my interest, like for example, if I look on Netflix, what makes a killer, like watch documentaries like that, psychotic things, I absolutely love it. I love it, and that's why my psychology, criminology side comes to it, like CSI and all that. It's quite fun.
Yeah, no, that's really interesting. You said you want to like further like go into masters and PhD.
Yeah.
What do you want to do your masters in, like in?
So
policing or like in like going into more criminology, like.
So there's 2 masters on my course. Once I obviously graduate and undergrad, I can obviously move on to do my criminology.
Yeah.
In my masters, or I can do criminal justice. And yet again, 2 massive courses that have my 2 favorite aspects of it. And I was like, Ooh, no, I'm trying to pick.
Yeah, I was going to say, are you leaning towards one or the other yet, or are you still weighing it up?
I'm still weighing it up. And,
Yeah.
like obviously, I love criminology and I love criminal justice. And I thought, of course, criminal justice would be a lot harder because when people say criminal justice, would be more specific because obviously that's a broad topic.
Yeah.
For example, out of court disposals or how police deal with people.
Yeah.
You know, arrest, sentencing, all that comes in criminal justice, and then criminology is why do people reoffend and so forth.
Yeah, that's so interesting. I'm like, I know nothing about anything to do with that, but I do find it interesting. I love like a crime documentary on Netflix.
Yeah, exactly.
I always watch them when I'm hungover. It's my guilty pleasure when I'm hungover is a crime documentary.
Well, it's like, you know, I always go by the aspect of nature nurture, and obviously
I find that really intriguing.
And obviously within the study of I did some research, and then within the study. They say that parents have a massive influential on the child's upbringing because their brain has not fully developed.
Yeah, I find the whole nature versus nurture thing really interesting.
Oh,
I'm like, I want it like, and it's like, will we ever truly know like how much is nature, how much is nurture?
No,
like,
exactly.
I don't know. Yeah,
it's a massive field at the end of the day, and of course,
yeah,
there will always be arguments of theories and so forth, but that's just. It is what it is. At the end of the day.
I get you. So why did you choose Cardiff Met specifically?
The reason why I chose Cardiff Met is because I had a few family members that came to Cardiff Met. And my friend was going there as well. And obviously Dylan Griffiths. And of course, he's on the same course as me.
Right.
Well, we knew each other for years. And we started our A-levels together. And I thought, of course, when I chose Cardiff Met to my family, and I thought, yeah. Brilliant. But when I found out that he was going there as well, I was like, oh my God.
You're like, oh, perfect.
Perfect. I'm not on my own.
No, I get you. Yeah, because moving to a new city is scary. I feel like it's nice when you know people from home.
No, exactly. And don't get me wrong. I drive him up the wall and he drives me up the wall. You know, that's a perfect friendship there, guys. I've got to be honest. You swear we're like a married couple, but we're not. We're just good mates at the end of the day. But like, you know, my biggest tip is like, yes, moving away on your own can be a scary thing. But if you've got somebody going with you as well, that can take the pressure off.
Yeah, definitely. And I feel like that's always like a bit of a controversial one because some people are like, oh, like, don't like, not base what uni pick and stuff off of your friends. Like, obviously you don't do that. Base
of course
what you want to do. Yeah. But also like, I know that an influencing factor of me coming to Cardiff was that like my boyfriend at the time and my best friend, like they were coming to Cardiff and I liked Cardiff and I was like, I looked at Cardiff Met and Cardiff Met was a uni that I wanted to go to. So I was like, like, let's all just go to Cardiff. Like, I don't think that's a bad thing. I feel like sometimes people like, make that seem as if it's like, oh, you shouldn't do that. And I'm like, obviously at the end of the day, don't base your decision just off other people.
Absolutely, because...
But, you know, I think it's nice when you know people that are moving to the same city because it takes the pressure off and it makes it less scary.
Well, yeah, and I like I said to you, I agree with you on that one because when I done my 5 choices, I've done it obviously Trinity and of course it was in Swansea and I didn't really want to go to Trinity. Yeah. I would rather pick a university, where you feel comfortable at. And the thing is that this is what people are missing. University is a university. We're all there to do the same thing. Yeah. We're all there to get degrees, whether that's medicine, whether that's, you know, a lawyer.
Yeah. Fashion design.
No, exactly. So we're all there as students and we're all there to get that degree at the end of the day. You know, it's not a competition.
Yeah, no, definitely. I feel that. And I feel like Cardiff Met just has like a nice community feel to it.
It
like
does,
it's
absolutely.
a nice, friendly place to go
and
to.
I love going for walks. Every time I'm in Cardiff.
I was going to say, what's your favourite like place to go in Cardiff? Like,
so I walk everywhere, as you can imagine, because I don't drive. Obviously I drive, but I leave my car back at home. So I love walking. So I go to Roath Park. I
love Roath Park.
I just go down there. Then I go round, obviously, Pentown area. And obviously, I even walk to the city centre, and people think I'm nuts for walking along. But when
we lived at Pwllgwyngyll in first year, like which is in like Llanfair, we used to walk to town, like on a if we were going to town for the day, and like some people were like, "Oh my gosh, you're walking all the way to town." I'm like, "Yeah, it's a nice walk. You walk through like Llanfair Fields, and you walk through and it's lovely. Like Cardiff is really walkable as well. I feel like people don't realise. Like,
and you see a lot of dog walkers, people, and some people even talk to you. And obviously, back in my hometown, oh my God. You just walk past someone and they just blank you. When I was in Cardiff, when I first obviously I started walking in Cardiff, people would talk to me and they would say hiya, good morning, and I'm like,
I feel like Cardiff is a very friendly place.
It is absolutely, and I can't be honest, I absolutely fall in love with Cardiff. I just loved it, and I might live here like.
I feel the same. I'm graduating literally in like a month, and I'm staying in Cardiff for at least another year.
That's good. Because
I'm like, I love living in Cardiff.
It's the best thing I ever did.
It is. No, I do. Yeah, I agree. Do you speak Welsh?
I do.
Really?
Indeed. I do.
Do you want to teach me something in Welsh? Because I'm from Cornwall. I don't speak Welsh. People always ask if I speak Cornish as well. And no, Cornish is like a dead language. Like I know random phrases, but I love that people can speak Welsh. I want to learn something.
Okay, and so...
Broaden my mind.
So obviously, we mentioned about your partner. If you say, oh, I love you, you can say, oh, rydw i'n caru ti. So that means...
Wait, so how do you say it?
Rydw i'n.
Rydw i'n.
Caru ti.
Caru ti.
That means, I love you.
Say it again.
Rydw i'n.
Rydw i'n.
Caru.
Caru.
Ti.
Ti.
There we go.
Rydw i'n caru ti.
It's brilliant. I love that.
Is that am I fluent now? Can you say like the longest word? Like what's the town name?
Yeah. So it's it is a bit of a tongue twister. I'm not going to. And I, as a Welsh speaker, it's taken me less than a week. Obviously, I'm not to brag or anything, but I know that some Welsh speakers who can't even see it.
Really?
Right. So it starts with this: Llanfair, pwllgwyngyll, gogery, drobwll, tysilio, gogo. Exactly. It's a massive tongue twister.
That's impressive. So, what was it?
Llanfair.
Llanfair.
Pwllgwyngyll.
Pwllgwyngyll.
Gogery.
Gogery.
Drobwll.
Tysilio.
Tysilio.
I'm like getting quieter. I'm quieter.
Goch.
Go what?
Goch.
Goch.
There we go. Brilliant.
I'm basically fluent in Welsh now, honestly. Lived here for 3 years and I'm fluent.
Brilliant.
My Welsh speaking friends are going to be so impressed with me when they see
this. You better watch
this.
our English speakers because you speak Welsh now, so you can talk about them then.
I'm like Meg, Kira, Karis, Molly, Tristan. If you see this, I hope you're impressed with me.
Or you could, well, if you think your friend's doing something stupid, you can say, oh, ti'n up.
What does that mean?
You're stupid.
Oh, fair. I always say achafi.
I love that saying. Achafi.
I literally am like, achafi.
Or I'm like, oh, ti absolute dope. Pam, achafi. Which means, obviously, you're stupid. Why?
You're stupid. I love that. But yeah, I'm always like, achafi.
Achafi.
I literally love that.
I love it.
Right, well, anyway, Ben, thank you so much for joining me today. It's been lovely to meet you.
Oh,
lovely to learn a bit of Welsh as well. But yeah, this has been Help, I'm Going to Uni by Cardiff Met. I'm Holly, and I'll see you next time. Bye.